Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick review of some of the more popular 9mm pistols out today. Actually some of the newest to hit the market. Right now you're looking at the Generation 4 Glock 26 and Glock 19, Generation 4 as well. And then the Springfield XDm. That's the compact 9mm model, which also has the extended clip to increase the round capacity. So all of these have been on the market here for just a month or two, so just wanted to quickly review them, tell you what I think. I've shot them all, and I'm going to sell one, and I'll tell you which one in just a moment. So first, starting out with the Generation 4 Glocks, let's go with the 19 first. I assume that you all have seen these before, probably one of the more popular handguns in the world. The changes on the Gen 4, obviously, first of all, these have all been safety checked. They're all empty. I've got empty mags in all of them, pointing in a safe direction. But for the changes on the Gen 4, you've got the larger magazine release, which is nice. That's something I really like. A different spring inside, which I'll talk about in a minute. Slightly different finish on the slide. It's more of a matte color. I can't speak to the durability of it yet because I haven't had it too long, but matte color, and then the grip is another big improvement, or change rather. Some people don't see it as improvement, but I sure do. Cuts down the size of the grip. You can add a couple different plates here to change the grip size, and I found that I just like the size best just like this without any of the plates on at all. One thing about this Generation 4 19 is that there have been quite a few problems reported with the new spring, and there have been several different variations of the spring installed. So I'll show you the one that I've got in this gun. Again, check for safety, dismantle it quickly. So the spring is a captive spring here, kind of like you've got in the Glock 29. This spring is numbered, if I can get it out, 03. I don't know if you can see that. There's a 3 on there. I just got back from the range shooting these guns, and I haven't cleaned them yet, so they're all dirty. I'll be a little bit greasy and mucked up here, and I'm planning to clean them after this video. But the 03 spring is quite a bit stiffer than previous generations of Glock springs, and as a result there have been quite a few people, including myself, that are reporting some failures: failure to load, failure to cycle, failure to eject with the lighter or the stronger spring with 115 grain practice ammo. The cheap stuff that you'd find at Walmart, or the cheapest ammo around, is usually the 115 grain, kind of a light powered stuff, the UMC, the Winchester White Box, etc. But they have a new spring out now, I'm told, and I've seen 04 is a number that's lighter, that will cycle that ammo more reliably. I think actually with a little bit of break in, this one will be just fine with the 115 grain or whatever else you choose to shoot. When I was initially shooting this gun, I had 3 failures in the first 200 rounds. After that, I decided to go with try some Gold Dot 124 grain plus P rounds, and those went just great. I shot about 150 rounds of that through it, and then put another 150 rounds of the cheap UMC through, and had no problems at all. So I think I would bet that this gun will be reliable. You can see it's brand new. I still haven't even cleaned out the gold grease that comes with it, so that may have been part of the problem as well, because you're supposed to clean it before you shot. But I was at the range already. This was the other day and also today, and just decided to go ahead and shoot it anyway. So I really like the feel of this new handle, the new grip on these Glocks. It really fits my hand perfectly. It's just like it was made for me. Just a great grip on the gun. Great feel. Another one of the changes is the texture. It's similar to the RTF texture, but not quite as aggressive, and I like it better than the Gen 3 grip. The 26 shot for the first time, picked it up today. Basically the same thing in a smaller package. They didn't change the spring, and it shot great. You know, accuracy from the two was about the same. I shot great with both of them. I admit that I like the 19 better. A little more comfortable to shoot just because you can get a full hand on it, and it just seems like it was just made for me. I'll pack the 26, however. This will be my concealed weapon most of the time, going with me. Moving on to the sorry, we're just touching on some of these things real quickly. I'm trying to keep it under 10 minutes. But moving on to the XDm, this is Springfield's newest edition, the XDm 9mm compact. Great little gun. You can see it's very aggressively styled. You've got the front serrations here, the whole bunch of jagged lines and cool Batman type features on this gun. There's some things I like about it and some things I don't. Like the look of the gun. Really a cool looking gun. I like the trigger. It's smooth, but it's not the same as a Glock. I gotta get used to it. I like the sights a lot. I like the sights better than on the standard Glock sights. They're metal and they should stand up quite well. Things I don't like. The bore axis on this gun, common complaint with the XDMs, is quite a bit higher, and when you're holding this gun it seems to be top heavy. Now it's not quite as bad when loaded with a full magazine. It tends to balance it out, but I have noticed that the weight on this gun is quite a bit more towards the top, and if you compare it to the 19 you'll see that it's quite a bit thicker, especially above the trigger area. The Glock is just more streamlined, comes right down to your hand. The handle on this one is very comfortable as well. I really like it. It's quite a bit thinner, and it too has interchangeable back straps that XD sends with it. One of the reasons I picked this up, I actually went in to buy the Glock 19 and walked out with this because I got a good deal, and they had the rebate going, or the where you could send in for 3 free magazines, and I went ahead and took advantage of that. Another neat thing about this gun is it comes with a magazine that extends the capacity from 15 to 19. Looks kind of funny, a little bit funky, but for a bedside gun, or if you're at the range or whatever else, that's a great addition. I have noticed though that this gets a little bit pinchy when you're grabbing it, so you got to watch out for that. Another complaint is that the mag release, when this thing is fully loaded, very hard to push. You have to push the magazine in first, push the mag release, and then pull it out. I did have with this gun I probably put 250 rounds through, and I think 6 or 7 times it failed to lock back after the last round, and I expect that will change with a little bit more use and some wears. That spring gets broken in, or with a little bit more stout rounds than the weakling UMC. For a size comparison, you can see, looking at the top here, that the XDM and the 19 are just about the same for all intents and purposes. 19 is just a tad longer. Thickness, the XDM is thinner at the top, but it's tapered down towards the base. It's pretty close. Let me take out this mag and put the other one back in. And the handle, pretty close again. So those two guns are similar. The XDM is heavier. I don't know the exact numbers right now. I think it's, if I remember, 25 ounces, while this one's 21 or something along those lines. All great guns. I have decided to sell the XDM to a friend that wants it and keep the 2 Glocks, so I stay on the same platform. But you can't go wrong with any of these. I just like the trigger of the Glock, and I prefer shooting it overall a little bit better. Thanks.